Hi, I'm Yasmina and welcome to my weekly lesson. Today's lesson we're going to talk about posture and using the space, the dance space that's around us. So posture. I really can't stress enough how important posture is in our dance to not only protect the body but help in your movements, in your isolation movements. So posture. Our feet are flat. They're within the hips or shoulders, so you don't want to be standing outside the hips or shoulders. You want to keep your feet fairly close. They don't have to be on top of each other, but relaxed within the shoulder hips. So they're flat. My knees are bent. They're nice and soft. They're like your shock absorbers. So nice and soft. You don't want to be too far down. You don't want to hyperextend the knees over the toes, over your feet. But nice and relaxed. Never, ever want to lock our legs, our knees, so we want to keep them soft. Our tailbone is tucked and it's rolled down, so we don't have our derriere sticking out. We're tucking this under. So knees soft, feet close, tailbone tucked under. Our abs are engaged. We're not sucking them in so we can't use them, but they're engaged to help support the lower back, keeping the tailbone down and engaged. Our shoulders are rolled down and back, which lifts up our chest. We don't want our chest so high up that we won't be able to do a rib lift or a lock, but again, lifted, shoulders down. Our arms are out, elbows rolled to the back, and a beautiful smile on the face. So this is our posture. Feet flat, close together, knees soft and bent, tailbone tucked under, abs engaged, chest lifted with shoulders rolled back, and our arms out. I know this probably is going to feel a little strange, but I know it did when I first started. But you do get relaxed into it. Again, it's going to help you with your movements. It's going to protect that lower back and keep you strong. And that's what we want. We want to dance for a very long time. So, again, feet flat, knees soft, tailbone tucked, chest lifted, shoulders rolled back, arms out, head up. This is our posture, and this helps with our isolations. So if I was to perform a nice piston shimmy or vibration shimmy down below, I could go ahead and add a rib circle on top of it. So my posture is allowing me to isolate my sections of the body. So if I'm doing hip movements, I'm keeping the upper body still. It's not moving with my hips are just moving. And the same is if I'm using and doing rib circles, upper undulations, the body is staying still. So if I'm doing my shoulder shimmies, my hips aren't moving about. So I also said that we were going to use our dance space that's around us. It's important to add a little spice, a little layering to your dance, and not just be a vertical dancer, a dancer that just uses the area that is vertical to them. An example, level changes, true is using a space of up and down, but if you're keeping it vertical, say if I was doing a camel with a flat toe, I am doing a level change by coming up, using that area above me, but it's still in a vertical fashion. So when we come out on our stage, we use the stage area, stage right, stage left, forward and back, but I want you to also use the area that's right around you. So the area that's in front, that is behind, we have side to side motion, and we have up and we have down. So this area that's right around us, if we're staying in one place, we'd like to use. Again, it spices up that dance, gives more flavor to it. So you know your body, You know what your body is capable of doing, and you need to dance within that so you don't injure yourself. So if I was unable to come up to the balls of my feet, I could still use that upper by looking up, stretching the torso up, looking up, having my hand up there. So I'm using that area that is above me. I could, if my ankles allowed or my feet, to actually go up and change a level also by stretching and looking to give it more height. The area that's down, that's around us, again, if you have problems with your feet and that, or your knees, and you can't do a drop and come back up, you don't need to. You can give that lower by just a dip, a nice small little dip to give that level change down. You can place your leg out, you can run down that leg and come back up, again giving that motion of downward. To do a side to side, I want to use my torso to allow me to do that. I could go into a lunge, but if I go into a lunge, I want to make sure that my knee does not hyperextend over the toes. I don't want that knee to go past. So once I've reached where my knee is aligned with my foot, or the end of my toes, I'm going to use my torso to extend out to get that movement of going to the side. If I don't want to go into a lunge, you don't need to. Again, if I wanted to move over to my right, I could just extend through the torso, leaning to the side to give that area to the side movement. I'm not going into a lunge. I'm keeping my feet flat on the floor. You could go up to the ball if you wanted to, but again, flat on the floor, my seat tucked under, stretching through the torso, through my sides, to go out to the side. Now, movement in front and behind is the same thing. Again, I could go into my lunge and go forward, making sure the knees align with those toes and stretching forward. I could lean forward, again using that movement to the front. I could have my hip come out with my arms stretched. Again, I'm using that area in front of me instead of keeping it straight and in place. Same with the back. You can do your back bends. You can add that hip movement going to the back to use that area behind you, stretching out again through the torso. So any movement that you're going to fill in around you is going to add a little more flavor to your dance. So hopefully some of these tips have helped you. Remember posture. I can't stress it enough. Feet within your hips, soft knees, seat tucked under, chest lifted, shoulders rolled and down, and that wonderful smile that's on your face is our posture. Arms are out, elbows rolled to the back. We don't want to have our little chicken arms or dinosaur arms, so we want them out and open. So, hope this helps, and I'll see you next week.